Yo, what's up guys? I just wanted to make a quick video of tank combos. Now, I've been playing ranked for a couple of days. I've been testing out pretty much all tank combos, or I've been trying to at least. Maybe not every tank combo has been working, and the SR I've been playing at has been 4.2 and higher. The tank combos I've wanted to look over are Orisa Sigma, Orisa comps in general actually, Rein Zarya, Winston, D.Va, and Wrecking Ball comps. Orisa and Sigma works really well on pretty much all maps, but only at high SR because of the mechanics, positioning, and decision making required. It's not really advised to be ran under GM because of the general weaknesses that players have at lower ranks, such as awareness, positioning, decision making, reaction time, etc. All of those things will make it more difficult for you to min-max damage output and protecting everyone in the team at the same time. You want to avoid a lot of damage so that you don't die. It's pretty difficult unless you have tabs on pretty much everything while still making the right decision. So if you're not GM, you can run, for example, Orisa Reinhardt. Works okay on attack, but not as much on defense because the Reinhardt will be more difficult to support as the Orisa. It's kind of easy to get good combos on defense though, like using Phase Strike or Halt or Shatter with a Halt. It depends really on what you want to do, but on attack you can use the Reinhardt to pin in, you can halt, and you can secure like kills with the charge. And yeah, you can do some creative things. Orisa Raw Dog is the most reliable Orisa duo at SR under GM because it will destroy double shields quicker than they'll die. The Halt Hook combo is an easy win condition as well as not many players really play around it under GM. They don't really play around it in order to avoid dying. So Orisa Raw Dog still viable, you know. Orisa plus Hammond or Winston or D.Va is very situational and depends on the map more than the other Orisa versions. The combos are very limited but can still win you fights, like the Halt plus Mines or Halt plus D.Va Bomb. When you pair Orisa with a Winston, it's very difficult to make solid win conditions with the ults. However, you can use the Winston more aggressively and use the Orisa to contest point. Winston plus D.Va is also very good. It's pretty good at high SR because it scales with the mechanics. The thing about Winston and D.Va is that if the enemies pick a Mei or the map is not suited for those heroes, you are gonna have a really rough time. And now we're talking at high SR like 4.4, 4.5, 4.6. That's when you can really make it work when there's no Mei. Even at low SR, even if there's a Mei there, you can still make it work, but it depends on the map. You can, for example, be flanking, you can take attention, kills with D.Va Bomb, and yeah, you can do a lot of things still with dive. Hammond and Winston has been used sometimes on Koff, and it's pretty alright, but the Winston has to be careful to not die, and that's if he's being focused. He also has to rely a lot on health packs since there's not any matrix from D.Va. It's a very aggressive comp. Both of the tanks go all in, so to say, and they take attention. The backline is gonna have to stay alive on their own, basically. The backline can't really get protection from you as tanks, so if the enemies have flankers or whatever going on your backline, you need to put more pressure on enemies as the tanks. Hammond and D.Va is very similar to the Hammond and Winston combo, but much more defensive, and the Hammond is supposed to take all the aggression. That means that the D.Va is more there for the peel. Let's say that you have a Zen or something that you want to protect, or that you want to run Pharah, Mercy, and then you have an Ana that needs help. You can run the D.Va to deal with tracers or whatever else. It's also very easy to set up bomb kills with the pile driver. Hammond is the one taking all the aggression instead of splitting it. On maps such as Kings Row, Rialto, Hollywood, etc., maps that are very narrow, or points of maps that are very narrow and have sharp corners, Rein Zarya is a very solid combo. It's a very solid tank duo to run at any SR basically, but will struggle versus Mei. And the reason it will struggle versus Mei is because of the walls. Now, at a high SR, GM for example, Mei is going to be a real problem pretty much all the time for almost all tank duos. So if you do face a Mei, as long as you're not AFK when there's a wall, make sure that you break the wall or escape from the wall, you'll be fine. Remember that it's worth breaking the wall. And the way you call it is just break, 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 and people break it. Rein plus D.Va or Rein plus Hog, it's not really the best combo, but it works at low SR if it's a comfort picks. Now, I don't really have much more on that duo, but there is one more special duo. It's Sigma and D.Va. Sigma and D.Va works really well versus Bastion comps, I've noticed. And that's even at high SR. Even if you're facing Orisa and Sigma, Sigma and D.Va does really well because of the Matrix and Kinetic Grasp. And that way, you can push yourself all the way in, deal with the Bastion, and win a fight. The difficult part is making it work after Kappa point or something, or yeah, just snowballing with it. It's very easy to shut it down with a switch. For example, if the enemies pick a Mei, it's very difficult for you to do anything as the Sigma D.Va. Or just if the enemies have something to put pressure on D.Va or Sigma, let's say that they pick Rein Zarya, you're pretty much done. Or if they pick Hog Orisa, you're pretty much done. To be honest, in ranked you can pretty much run anything. and you can still climb very high up in GM, but in order to do that, you need to have GM positioning, GM decision making, and GM mechanics on the hero that you're playing, of course. It's not as much about the skill as it is about the decision making and positioning. It's sort of like when you look at Overwatch, you have to think of the game as a MOBA game combined with FPS elements. So it's not all about aiming, it's more about the decision making, tactics, teamwork, and positioning and all that stuff. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications so you know when I put out a new video. Check out my Twitter @GoSuPig and Twitch. I stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday at 7 p.m. CET. Thank you so much for watching.